All right, let's do another business snippet. Today we're going to talk about PV and your active status. All right, so I probably need to explain what those terms mean. You know, our company has a binary structure, and you're placed on the binary. You're placed on one leg, and as the person above you starts building up their company, they're going to be adding people under you. The product that those people under you buy will add into your account, all right? And those points will be used to calculate how much money you get in your cycle bonus for every week, all right? So it really helps you to have a lot of those points accumulate, because that's going to help you have a bigger payout. Now, whatever you don't use in your cycle bonus in terms of points, or if you're like, I haven't started my business yet, but I still want to make sure I'm getting all the benefits of the points from people underneath me, I don't want those to disappear. You want it to roll over from month to month and just keep adding, so you have like this huge pot. So when you start building your business out, you can really start racking up big cycle bonuses. That in order to do that, you have to remain active. Now, how do you remain active? We've established the importance and the reason why you want to stay active, but what does active really mean? Okay, so it gets a little tricky. You might want to get a pen and paper out to start writing these points or these numbers down. If you are not a manager yet, you need to have 55 PV or product volume. You need to order that every 30 days. You don't want that to lapse, okay? Every 30 days, you need to have 55 PV. If you are a manager or above, you need to have 110 PV every 30 days. So what does that look like? Well, it can look like a variety of things. First, I want to kind of define or explain that you don't have to necessarily buy product every month for it to count towards your PV. If you have customers, we're not talking about brand partners, they don't count in this. If you have customers, their PV can count as your PV. So if you have a lot of customers and they're buying PV, and you might not need to have to buy product to stay active. But like me, I don't have any customers. All my people are on my binary, and they don't count towards my PV. They help me gain bigger cycle bonuses, but they don't help my active status. So I need to purchase product to make sure I have my active status. So again, if you are not a manager, you need 55 PV. If you're a manager or above, you need 110 PV. So how much product do you really need to get those PV points? Again, write this down because you're going to need it. If you buy one sleeve of X39 or X49, that's going to be 77 PV. So if you're not a manager yet, that will keep you active. If you are a manager or above, that's not going to be enough PV to keep you active every 30 days. You can buy an X39, X49 combo, and that's going to give you 140 PV for those 30 days. That would do it for you. You can also use support patches and buy support patches to help add to your PV. Now, support patches can be a little bit tricky because if you bought support patches, you know that if you buy in bulk, you get a better price per sleeve, but you also get lower PV per sleeve. So let me give you an example. If you buy one support patch, it is about $70 and it's 55 PV. So that would do it for non-managers. And that can be added to your X39, and that would do it for your managers. If you buy two sleeves of support patches, they don't have to be the same. They can be the same support patch, they can be different. That would be $60 per sleeve and about 47 points per sleeve. So together, that'd be 94 PV. Again, that would do it for your non-managers. That would not do it for your managers and above. If you buy 3 sleeves of support patches, it's about $50 per sleeve. It's 39 PV per sleeve. So with 3 of them, that's going to get you 117 PV. So that would do it for our managers and above. All right. So kind of keep that in mind. Now, if there are ways to ensure that you don't have to calculate what combo you need to get your 110 PV, you can be placed on subscription, get something that will count for your 110, and have that subscribed every month. That's an easy way to make sure that you stay active and that you don't accidentally forget and lose the points that have built up underneath you. In some cases, that would be devastating for people who have a lot of points accumulated. All right, so another way you can make sure that you maintain your active status is to buy a maintenance kit. When you buy a maintenance kit, you can buy one that has X39 or X49 or a combo of that, or you can buy a maintenance kit that just deals with the support patches. You can buy 3-month kits or 6-month kits. When you buy in bulk like that, you get the sleeves for less, so it's more cost effective than if you are on a subscription. So I bought a 6-month kit of just X39, and in that 6-month kit, I got 7 sleeves. So I got a really good discount, got like a free sleeve in there. So it's very beneficial to do something like that. But you're thinking, oh my goodness, that's a lot of PV for that 1 month. What they do when you buy a maintenance kit is that they trickle your PV. So if you buy a 6-month kit, it's going to be 77 PV every month, even when you're not buying product, because you bought it on the front end. You didn't get all the PV in the front end. They've kind of trickled it out for the next 6 months. Now be aware that if I bought my maintenance kit for 6 months of just X39, it's going to give me 77 PV every 30 days. That's not going to cut it for managers and above. So for my family, we go through a lot of X39 because I'm patching everybody. So usually I buy 2 maintenance kits at the same time. That will give me enough above the 110 PV trickled every month for the next 6 months. Then I don't have to think about it for 6 months. And then I can buy some more again. Now be aware that if you buy an X39 and 2 weeks later you buy an Eon, a sleeve of Eon, there's a gap there that you haven't bought like 110 PV. So buy them together. You're going to save on shipping, but buy them together so you know that you have that complete 110 PV for the 30 days. All right. Okay, so I know that was a little bit confusing. I hope that kind of clears up the difference between what's expected of you to maintain your active status for non-managers and managers and above, because they are different expectations. All right, if you have any questions at all, please reach out and we'd be happy to help.